Serious go fast.
The ELEAGUE Major main qualifier is slowly coming to an end. We've got our sixth name at the Major, advancing to the Major. That is mousesports. 3-2 record, obviously not the most comfortable. So let's start with the latest loss, or the first loss, I guess, against Cloud9 on train. Obviously a pretty big loss, so can you tell me a little bit about what happened there?
Yeah, what happened? We didn't get any control at the start of the game. We had like some plan what to do, but because the match went a bit different at the start than we expected, I called like some things that just didn't work at all. And on top of that, we also didn't execute them properly at all. So we were just not in the game at all with our heads. And when you give Cloud9 so much space, then it's just really difficult. In hindsight, we also thought that, okay, maybe playing train against them was not the best idea, but then again, we feel good on train, we've practiced it a lot, so it's not like you're going to respect teams so much, like, oh, we cannot play them because they're supposedly so good. We also feel like a good team, right? So we just didn't get into the game, and then you just get crushed.
Okay. So obviously the next game was against Space Soldiers on Mirage, your third Mirage at the tournament. So tell me about maybe the struggles at the start of the match and then coming back into the overtime.
Well, I felt like it was kind of a similar start against as we had against Cloud9. We again had like a plan how to play, and it actually, I mean, we lost the pistol, and then after that they won the anti-egos, then we won some gun rounds where we did the plan properly. But after that we started to do like some weird rotations, like everybody, I was going to different spots, Sunny, Oscar, everybody was suddenly moving to different positions, and we just put ourselves into like uncomfortable positions. So that made the game really difficult for us at the beginning. We came back really well as T-side, like we played good as a team, everybody communicated good. So that was like the bright side of the match, and that also gave us some power for the next game, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. I'm sure if you lost like 16-5 or from that 13-5 point on, it probably would have been a lot worse morale-wise, right, for the next game.
Yeah, I think so. In one way, it's rough to lose a game close, but in this situation, I think it's better to lose it close than lose it really hard, because we got really pumped up. We got like really this team fighting spirit going, and that really helped us. If it's like a match that decides if you're going out of the tournament or not, then I think a close game like that can hurt more, because you think, okay, if I did this right, then we would have won. But right now, it was good that we came so close, just to get more playing time, and just we got into a good flow, I would say.
Okay. Now, I don't think there's any need to touch on the Renegades game, very one-sided, but obviously it was your fourth Mirage with the tournament. So can you tell me the thought process behind the veto, behind trying to play Mirage as much as you can?
Well, I mean, nobody wants to play Nuke against us. We would rather play Nuke, but no, Mirage is a good map of us. I mean, same I would say like for Train and Cobble, we feel good on all those maps, and it just happened against these teams that we play Mirage. We feel really good on the map. Yeah, especially when we get a good start, like against Space Soldiers. I feel like when we win the CT pistol, we're always gonna have like a really dominant half, and when we don't win it, then it's gonna be a bit more shaky, because yeah, we just don't feel so comfortable in that situation yet. But yeah, it's definitely one of our better maps.
Do you feel like that's going to help you in the next stage, you know, not having shown as much on, aside from Mirage, really?
I guess so, yeah. We have a lot more prepared than Mirage and Nuke, so yeah.
So tell me about what you guys are going to do for the next 3 days. You know, will there be any special focus, or are you just going to practice individually as a team?
Not any special focus, I would say. I think tomorrow we're going to take like maybe a day off, or at least beginning of the day, just relax a bit. We're going to do some practicing, see which teams play here that are eliminated and want to play, and maybe just some American teams also just going to play individually. We're not planning to play against any team that plays at the Major, so we're going to have to see how much practice we can get, but we will just play a lot.
Okay. Now lastly, I want to ask about, I've been asking a few teams this, about Valve kind of trying to include the qualifier into the Major, you know, giving stickers and the drops and everything like that. So tell me about how it feels from your point of view. Does this still feel like a qualifier, or do you feel like you've kind of made progress at a Major already?
It still kind of feels like the qualifier, because nothing much really changed, except for that there's no stickers, right? But I think it's just one step from Valve. Like, I feel like they want to change, to make the change step by step to like in a real 24 team Major or whatever. So I I guess at some point it's gonna be like a new major qualifier, or the minor system is gonna be different, because I certainly think you can have like 24 good teams at the major, which is maybe not the case now. But then again, some of the teams people wrote off are doing actually pretty good here. So yeah, it feels like a major to me.
Okay. Any last words, shout-outs, or anything you want to say?
Arigato.
Arigato. Okay, so we're going to come back with more interviews as the day progresses. We're going to get 3 more names into the ELEAGUE Major because of the 9th play decided at the end. So stay tuned to HLTV.org.